Welcome back, everybody. We're here to pull cards for the 23rd of September. I'm going to be pulling one card per sign. This is a great way to check in on your sun, moon, and rising signs. Also, if you know your other planetary placements, this is a short little video that you can get a lot of juice out of about what's going to be going on in your day. So if you know where your Pluto, Saturn, Jupiter, Venus placements are. Those are all good things to know when you know what they represent so that you can see what kind of things are coming in for the day. We had one card fall. We're going to start with that. This is going to be the Aries card for the day. So let's just try and get this centered without too much glare all at the same time. All right, so Aries card for the day. What we have showing up is the Five of Swords. This does talk about the idea of some kind of argument or some kind of debate actually breaking out at some point during the day. Somebody that you're not getting along with and having a hard time agreeing with is what we have showing up here. Next up, we have Taurus. Taurus, you show the Prince of Cups in reverse. This is just telling me that you are not taking care of self-care. You're sort of putting your own self-care on the back burner and putting everybody else's needs in front of yours. Obviously, we don't want to do that. If we notice the energy coming in, it might be a good time to set up some boundaries so that we still have time to take care of ourselves as well as help other people. All right, next let's look at Gemini. Gemini, we have the Nine of Swords showing up in reverse. This is my relief card when it comes up in reverse. There's something that had been really stressing you out or worrying you, and now there's something that has shifted either within that situation itself, or else you've done some type of healing work psychologically or emotionally so that it's just not bothering you anymore. Cancers, you guys are up next. We have the Four of Pentacles. This just tells me that you are holding back. I feel like you're holding back on doing something. Normally for me, this talks about holding back on sharing your feelings with somebody else. Or it talks about saving money, stashing it away, holding back money. But I feel like there's something that you have the potential to be doing today, and I think you're holding back on it. You will kind of want to wait and see is what it feels like to me. And you're waiting to see if it's going to be worth you putting in the energy and effort before you invest that energy or effort in whatever that is today, Cancers. All right, next up we're looking at Leo. So Leos, ooh, goodness. King of Cups, I feel like this is somebody that you're interacting with. Leos, for some of you, this is going to be your boss. But this is somebody who is not happy at all. And when we have the King of Cups come up in reverse, not only are they not happy, like they are what I call scary not happy. In other words, they're not happy. They have no problem letting you know they're not happy, but they do it in a very low, rational, reasonable tone. You know, they're keeping their cool, they're keeping calm and collected, so they're not getting upset. They're not, you know, they're not getting violent, I guess I should say. They're already not happy, but they're not getting violent or anything like that. This is more of like what I call it, more of a slow burning anger. So this person has it very much in control because, you know, with the King of Cups, that is any court card with cups, that's somebody who has their emotions under control. Maybe the younger ones, not as much, but more so than the other pages and knights. So this is somebody, like I said, he has his emotions under control, but he is not happy and he has no problem telling people that he's not happy and why so that they can fix it. Okay, so that is Leo. That's just somebody you're witnessing. I don't feel like that's you for most of you. Virgo. Queen of Wands showing up here. I feel like Virgos, you guys are running across somebody. For some of you it will be female, but I think this is almost a 50-50 split of female or male. But I think you guys are running across somebody that you're really fascinated with. You're intrigued by them. You want to know more about them. is what I feel like when I see this card showing up. And you know, that could be romantically, but it doesn't have to be. This could be somebody that you want to know more about them for, you know, because of business interests or hobby interests that you have. But excuse me, I do feel like this is, you know, this is somebody who really captivates your attention and maybe even your imagination. Okay, so let's see. Next up is Libra. Three of Cups. We like this card. This just talks about spending some pleasant time with friends, whether that's in person, on video, emails, text messages, whatever, but having an enjoyable time with friends. And then next we have Scorpio. Scorpio, we have the Hermit card, and the Hermit card is just a card that talks about the idea of us spending some time by ourselves, really doing a lot of introspection, figuring out what our priorities are, what makes us tick, what makes us happy, what makes us sad, what makes us trigger, possibly even deactivating some triggers that could be happening. But spending some time alone and really sorting things out with that Hermit card for us Scorpios. Next up, let's look at Sagittarius. Here we have the wheel showing up, and the wheel is just telling me that Sagittarius, things are starting to turn in your favor, where before it might have been more difficult to make things happen than what you would have liked. It was taking a lot of persistence and a lot of patience. With this wheel turning in the upright, this just means that things are starting to smooth out and become more easy to accomplish. Things are starting to, you've probably already set some foundations on some things, and so now the pieces are just falling into place. All right, so that was for Sagittarius. Capricorns, you guys have the King of Swords showing up in reverse. And Capricorns, I have to be honest with you, I think this is more about you than somebody you're interacting with, at least for most of you Capricorns. And the King of Swords, for me, this is my person who is just throwing a fit. Where my Queen of Swords reversed is somebody cutting somebody off and not talking to them. This is somebody throwing a fit. I think they're telling you that they're frustrated, except I think that it's you actually today, Capricorns. I think you're definitely going to be letting somebody know that you are unhappy in a very verbal way. So that could be audibly, that could be in an email, but I definitely think you're sharing some words about something that is making you unhappy. Now, with the King of Swords in reverse, because it is this card that we're talking about where you're unhappy, this is kind of a card that says that there's something going on that is more than meets the eye that around your unhappiness. So your unhappiness or your grumpiness may not be something that other people actually understand where that's coming from. So if you're unhappy about something, communication is definitely going to be the key. But I also feel like if you're not careful about how you handle expressing these emotions, people may view this as something that is irrational and illogical. So you want to be careful about how you express these emotions. You want to try to be more like the King of Pentacles, less sarcastic and cutting and less trying to hurt other people as you tell them how you feel, and just more calm and logical and, you know, looking for that solution as you're expressing your feelings. Okay, that's best advice I can give you, Capricorns. Let's look at Aquarius. Aquarius, with the Six of Pentacles showing up, this is telling me that somebody is evening things out with you. So they may owe you money, maybe maybe they owe you a favor, whatever it is, they are paying you back for something that you've done for them. Okay, so that's Aquarius. Next up we have Pisces. And Pisces, what we have here is the Feralt in reverse. This basically is telling me that you may be feeling a little bit off balance today, and that could be coming up emotionally and mentally, but that also could be that you're just not feeling quite right physically. There may be things off This can talk about hormones being out of balance, or really anything that you would think of having to do with balance, being out of balance. And even for me, like every little cell in the body all works together with a bunch of other little cells in the body. It's a whole bunch of cells all put together. So there has to be perfect balance in that body for us to heal good or feel good. And I'm just feeling like there's just not perfect balance. So you're not necessarily feeling the best whenever we see this. And that could be, spiritually, emotionally, or physically. That could come through any one of those ways. All right, so that's what we've got for today, guys. Everybody, thank you so much for stopping by. Don't forget to enter the contest if you're interested in one of those prizes. All you have to do is comment down below. And then also thank you for being here, for sharing this video around, for thumbs upping it, and also for subscribing and sticking around, and also for what else? For ordering private readings and private Reiki sessions from me. It's because of all of you guys' support at every single level that I get to do what I love to do for my living. So thank you, thank you, thank you very much. Everybody have a great day. Peace out.